So got a little bit of equipment come in. You see power poles coming here this year. Of course, I always run 8-foot power poles. I think they just hold the best. The 10-footers have a little bit of play for me, so I always use 8-foot. Black power poles came in today. I got my locker bar in, and I got a whole box of goodies that we'll open up and check those out as well. So we got a box from US Marine that's got everything in here. Anything with that man right there on there has to be worth money. This is tow-away boat alarm. It's a new boat alarm. Never used that guy before, so I'm curious to see how that works. Hole shot plate for my jack plate from US Marine. The grass goat. Never used that before. I'm sure you guys are familiar with the G-Force trolling motor handle. This is some motor sticks. Got my troll tamer here. Wave away. That's to clean your units with. And the almighty Hydro Wave. Give them that damn Hydro Wave. So got a box full of stuff from US Marine. That's a bunch of goodies from a boat as well. So let's get on the new Berry and take this stuff up there so it can be installed. So the guys been working real hard. They got everything really lined up really fast. I mean, it's only been really 2 weeks, and I've missed about a week of them doing some of the finished trim work. And right now we're getting ready to do the most important part, the part everybody's been waiting on. We're gonna get ready to hang the motor. You know, there's some other little stuff, little ins and outs that we're gonna get to later. Electronics, running transducers, batteries, stuff like that. Not really worth filming, at least not right now. But the most important part, I know everybody's been asking about, is what engine I'm going to run this year. So today we'll get to figure out what engine it is. We're going to see that process of how they hang the motor on the back of my boat. So I think you're going to enjoy this part for sure. You see, they pretty much, since the last time I've been here, we got a long ways with this deal. We got carpet. Yes, carpet's finished. It's looking real good. Of course, we're just going to use the usual charcoal. Both looks a mess right now, but I promise you we're going to get it cleaned up here soon. Got the seats in, all our controls, dashboard's finished, console's in. It's a real bass boat now. He's got my jack plate installed. I think I just heard power on it too. So everything is pretty much coming to a close here. Yeah, everything but a trailer. Everything but a trailer. Alright, so if you got any questions about Falcons, you're looking for a dealer near you, check out the description box in this video. I'm going to put a list of every Falcon dealer they have across the whole country. So if you're looking for pricing, of course every boat is priced totally different depending on what you put on the boat. So best thing I can tell you to do is call a dealer. I'm going to leave a link description box. I'll have every dealer with their website and their phone number. So you guys out there looking for a boat, 3 models, 195, 205, 215, 19 and a half, 19.5, is it 19.5 or 19 and a half? 19.5, 20-foot 5, 21, 21.5. So give a dealer a call, check out their website, and that way you guys can get hooked up. Maybe go test drive one, go see it, feel it, touch it. I know it's one thing to sit here and watch me, watch my boat being built and see it, but actually being able to lay your hands on it, sit in the boat, maybe go test drive a boat. The best way to do that is to actually get out on the water. So in the description box, go to these dealers, give them a call, check out their websites, and get yourself hooked up in a Falcon. Because everybody needs a Falcon that's watching this video. So the whole rigging process, all electronics and so forth, be on a separate video, but I'll kind of tell you what I'm actually going to be running. Trolling motor in this year. We got the 112 Fortrix. You can see it there, a little bit out of focus. So here at the bow, we'll start at the front, work our way to the back here. But I'm running the 112 Fortrix up here. I like to run a little bit longer shaft. I think this is a 52-inch shaft. I don't run the 45 anymore. It just works better to have a little bit longer shaft. It doesn't bother me having my trolling motor up a little higher when I'm trying to fish shallow. I can come up a lot easier than I can go down. So when you're in rough water, trying to fish offshore, drop shot and so forth, it keeps your prop from cavitating. But we got a lot of extra parts we got to add on here. We got to put our troll tamer on, keep our trolling motor stabilized. We got the US Marine prop nut we're going to put in. Gonna have a hydro wave go in. Not sure on electronics yet. Pretty sure we are gonna run same electronic setup we had last year. Lowrance 12, one at the console, maybe 2 Lowrance 12s at the back. Maybe not finalized on that quite yet. So that's pretty much it. Hydro wave, 1 unit up front. Now, one thing we haven't added yet that we'll add here later on when we do some of our finished rigging is last year I ran the TH Marine deck lights. So I have deck lights on both sides. A lot of people always ask me what this is. So when I'm fishing, filming, doing the YouTube videos for you guys, tournament vlogs, I have 2 24-volt access on the console, and you can see one over there. That is for my TH Marine YOLO Tech. So that's how I power my action camera when I'm doing vlogs and so forth. You see I don't have any electronics at the console quite yet. That's where we'll put, I think we'll do dual Lowrance HDS 12s most likely. So right here at the helm, now I've got adjustable steering wheel. You can see all the stage panel. I love having just these regular panels as opposed to the electronic ones. When I used to have, it gave me so much trouble. They always go out at the weirdest, most awkward times. So this is easy. If I ever have a problem with my switches, I can go to Advanced Auto Parts and pick up a 99-cent switch, and I'm back going. I ran a hot foot this year. People that know me know I'm not really crazy about the whole foot throttle thing, but every year when I sell my boat, most people like the foot throttle, so I put one in there just to forget the aggravation. I much rather prefer the hand throttle. I love the lids on these boats. On the rear deck, you can see sort of like a bat wing deal. One here, if I want to just get in that battery compartment. I got a lid here. If I want to just get in this battery compartment. And then I can lift the entire thing up if I choose to do so. All of it can come up at once. You see, the whole thing can come up. So yeah, you can see 3-way lid at the back. Now I'm running the TH Marine. I'm actually running a 4-inch jack plate this year. TH Marine hydraulic jack plate, and it's controlled with the 2 turn signal switches here. Left side's my jack plate, I think. Maybe not. I don't know. Oh, one thing, jumping back to my boat, one thing that I failed to mention is, you notice I don't have any carpet in the bottom here this year. I didn't want any, that's by design. I didn't want any carpet. This area of the boat stays real dirty, nasty, kind of grimy. Because everything off the front deck and the back deck drains to the center here. And I really hate having that wet carpet. Anytime it rains, this is the last part of your boat to dry out. So I'm leaving the carpet out. The actual mold kind of finishes this, a rough texture that you probably can kind of see here. So they're just going to install my drains here, and then I'll be able to just kind of rinse this out, and it'll be nice and tacky. Don't have to worry about that staying wet all the time like it tends to do when it rains. First thing you'll notice on the compartments is the lids are lateral with the boat. They don't open left or right, especially your rod lockers. Well, actually your rod lockers is the only thing that's unusual. So they open front to back. That keeps your rods from dumping out when you go to open a locker while you got rods on the deck. They don't fall over into the lake when you go to open a rod locker. Second thing it does is you can access to your rod locker, or if you use this as a storage, you can access them from inside the boat or outside the boat. So, if your boat's on the trailer and, oh, I just knocked over that. Let's say you need to, get a rod out of the rod locker, do some rigging. You can just simply walk over to your boat, open your rod locker, get your rod out really easily, right? I'm sure some of you've seen all of this before. Really, really big tackle storage. I mean, it's kind of insane big. Almost too big. I don't want to be negative, but there's so much room in there that I don't even need to be putting stuff way back that far. But way more tackle storage than whatever I need. I actually ended up putting extra life jackets in the back of my tackle storage. Got a little day box here on the side. You can put little scissors, you know, little stuff that you need quick access to right here on the side of the boat. This can be another rod locker over here, or you know, whatever you want to use it for. Rod locker, it could be a storage. I usually use this for storage over here on this side. Everything in the back is pretty much normal. Alright, so here's a big decision that we got to make. This is the game changer here. We got a black Falcon logo. We also have the silver. So, which one would look best against this? The black frost metal plate. Obviously, they would normally put the silver on there, but I wonder what it would be like if we put the dark. See, it's got a chrome outlay. It's got a chrome outline around it, so it'd be cool because it'd be kind of like there but not quite there. I don't know. We're not actually putting this on here, but when I get ready to sell it, it might look cool. So I'm thinking about doing, just to see what that looks like against this color. I think it could look cool. OP! OP! I wonder what that would look like on there.
You wouldn't be able to see it.
It's got chrome outline.
Barely be able to see it.
Well, barely is not able to see it though.
You can see it from a distance. It's kind of like a ghost flame.
Well, I mean, like, I'd be like a cop. Since it's like black and blue like the cops, like cops don't want you to be able to see them from a distance.
Undercover.
So I'd be like the undercover. We need like a darker gray. Like a gray or silver, but not quite as bright. Alright, so you wanted to know what I'm going to run for engine this year. Here it is right here. Can you see it? There's a hint right there. Release the hones. That's it. What does it look like? Mercury Pro XS. It's like gold right now. It's literally like, it's more than gold. It's like a diamond right now. Hard to find, hard to get, hard to put your hands on. So, I feel pretty fortunate to get one. Just like, they're just not like, you just don't go and buy an engine anymore. Oh, look at it. Oh, like, it's like a, I don't know what it's like, but it looks good. So, Mercury Pro XS 4-stroke. Now you're probably wondering, why did I have such a hard decision trying to figure out what engine I'm running this year? Well, here's the deal. It's hard to get engines. I don't care who you are right now. It's very, very hard to get engines, and it's especially hard to get a Mercury. And that's a real deep conversation that I probably don't need to get into. Really, all you need to know is you don't really just go and order an engine like you used to. It's hard to get them right now. I don't care what manufacturer it is. So I wasn't sure that I could get one, so I was going to have to think about switching to something else just so I'd have an engine this year. But luckily, at the last minute, on the 9th hour, some really good friends helped me out to get an engine, and I'm able to stay with the motor that I've had my entire life. Every single engine that I've ever had has been a Mercury, at least the ones that I bought. Of course, you know, my little tin rig, it's not a Mercury, but I've also thought about painting that engine black and putting Mercury down the side of it because I'm just that crazy about Mercury. So the saga continues, running the Mercury again this year. So I'm interested to see how it's running. I think the guys here in the plant say they've never had ran a 205 with the new 4-stroke. So I'll be one of the first ones to have the 205 with the 250 not a 250. What do they call it? 250 Pro XS 4-stroke. I was trying to call it what I had last year. But I ran the Verado last year. Is probably my favorite engine of all the boats that I've ever had. The Verado was by far my best running engine, the one I like the most. So it'll be interesting to see how this engine compares to the Verado. I guess I could throw in a helping hand.
Hang on to it, make sure it don't fall. Don't let it hit you.
So there we go, 250 horsepower, a butt-naked wild man horsepower. I guess that didn't make sense. I said horsepower twice. So where you start at on rigging the motor, Opie? You starting at hydraulic first? Hydraulics first, and then just straight up mounted on the transom, or no?
Mounting it on the transom and doing all my control cables, wire
Gotcha.
harness.
Alright, so here's the hydraulic steering right here. This engine has just normal hydraulic steering, so he's going to put the hydraulic cylinder on there first on the engine, and then after all that's finished, then he's actually going to bolt it to the transom. What process this is, Oak?
About an hour.
About an hour. God dang, Oak! I think it's going to be about 4 hours.
Or including lunch?
Including lunch, 4 hours. Including lunch, and then whatever else you got to fire you got to put out in between then. It's basically about a 2-day job. An hour job that takes 2 days.
Dang, dude. What we were trying to do, it don't work out too good.
No, it's being nice. It's real life. So here's the joy of running a new product that I never had. I'm trying to figure out where you change the oil in this guy. I don't know where you change the oil. Oh, looks like you can twist it pretty tight. 5,600, 6,200 RPM. Maybe this is pretty important. Every 100 hours of use, change the oil. I can do that. Every 200 hours of use, or 3 years. Now I'm confused. Oh, replace our engine oil every 100 hours. Spark plugs every 300 hours.
You gotta get that cord. Look at me, boy. Now you feel like I'm building my own fastball by taking the cord.
Alright. Backing it up to the transom to start the rigging process now. I think it's gonna look good together though. Nothing else. Trim seems really quiet. Factory tested. That means it's legit from the factory. So, what are you doing? Oh, you're doing like he's programming.
Well, I'm just
my throttle.
Just checking the throttle position.
Throttle positioning.
Shift position.
What it positioning? How many different positions do we have on our throttles?
Just to make sure it's operating at less than 7% and
Less than 7%.
and up to 100%.
All right. So we're trying to test how much throttle I got. So I'll max the throttle. You'll see the number go up. That shows how much. We're at 90. What's it say? 93%. That's bad, Opie. I want 100% throttle, please. Basically, all he's checking right now is you have to check the throttle positioning with the computer. You don't just do it by looking at it like we used to do back in the day. They actually have a computer to make sure that your throttle is going all the way as far as it's supposed to be, to 100%, and then it's falling back when you're out of the throttle to 0%. So you don't keep going, or you don't want to keep going.
Keep it under 5.
Under 5%?
Under 7.
Under 7, and we're at 1.2. When I go to full throttle, that needs to be 100. That's 99.46.
Slam it again.
Probably 100. Now we're at 100. Right now, Opie's over here bleeding my hydraulic lines out. He's got some kind of special equipment. We never got to do it fancy like what he's doing it like now. We put it in the helm and then kind of bleed it out however we need to. But he's got something special here. You bleed both sides at one time or something. Or is it hooked to a tank down here that's full of hydraulic fluid? Got a tank down here that's full of hydraulic fluid. It's pumping in through the line.
Going in through there.
So it goes back here and up here?
It goes in through the green and then comes through and comes out through the cylinder.
Ah. So when it's all clear, when there's no burbles in there, it's finished.
No burbles.
As long as you got no burbles.
Can't have any
See,
burbles.
no burbles. No burbles in the line, that means it's finished. I never knew this. I didn't know you could do it through the console like that. So that's hooked to here. So he's got a little fitting that's hooked into the console. They feed the hydraulic fluid to this. It's hooked to what would you call this? What do you call the thing on here?
Pump.
Just a pump. Just a pump. So it's connected to the pump here. This fitting is connected to the pump. They feed it in through the console. Feed it in here. Then feed it in the back. And then when you got no burbles in the lines, that know it's finished. How's it feel, Oak?
Feels good.
Does it feel like when we turn it fast like that?
Beautiful.
Yeah. Beautiful. Turn it left and then right, then left. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. We got a boat now. There we go. We're finished.
Well, you need your VIN number.
You need the VIN number? So here we go. Mercury 250 Pro XS. Yes, I said 250 because I'm from Belton, South Carolina, and that's how we talk. But I like it. Curious to see how it's gonna run. Never run one of these. Pretty sure if you're watching this video, you probably haven't either. So we'll do something with that when it comes to that point. But let me know in the comment section what you think about how that package looks together. The black, the blue, the red. What you think about the new Mercury Pro XS? I'm liking it. I'm liking it pretty good. Hey folks, so I actually forgot to shoot my outro there while I was at the plant at Newberry. But looks like the boat's coming to a close. You know, we got everything pretty much bolted to the transom, the motor's rigged, ready to fire that new V8 Mercury Pro XS up and see what it's going to run like, see if it's going to have all the horsepower and torque that everybody says it has, and just curious to see how that rig is going to run on my Falcon 205 this year. So hope you liked that video. Next time we do a video on the boat, this time it'll be on doing our rigging, electronics, etc., etc., all the little odds and ends that actually make it a tournament rig. So appreciate you watching this video. Stay tuned for the next boat build vlog. I hope you guys are enjoying it.